Works. If you have never heard the words before, confidence in a cream, listen up now, and now is your chance to pick up one of the most effective and affordable moisturizers that we bring to our customers here at QVC. Now, it's a duo. One of these at retail should be $59. You get two of them in our store for $64.98 or 4 payments of $16.25. And it comes from IT Cosmetics, the brand that you know for their CC creams and all their innovative technologies in the worlds of cosmetics and skincare. But when we think of products like CC cream and how it starts its life as an anti-aging serum, when you guys created confidence in a cream, you basically took all of those high potent ingredients and the effects of what you wanted to see on the skin are in here.
Yeah, this was meant to be a solution for all of the skin problems that so many of us can relate to. So if you have dry skin, there's 48 hours of hydration in just one application. It's also going to address all the signs of aging, which you can see beautifully in this immediate before and after. So if you've never seen results immediately that are this dramatic, then you need to try confidence in a cream. If you have dry, fine lines and wrinkles under the eye, around the eye, radiating out towards the temple, what we call the crow's feet, if you have texture on the eyes, on the face, on the neck, on the chest, this is something that you can use from the hairline all the way to the bra line. If you have never looked in the mirror, or if you haven't done it in a long time and thought, wow, I love my skin, then we need to talk about skincare. It's very important. This is loaded with the most powerful anti-aging ingredients. We work with plastic surgeons and dermatologists. That's what we do differently. So if you're thinking you want to look younger, you want to look and feel your most beautiful, if you want to know that you're using ingredients that are powerful yet gentle enough for daily use and sensitive skin, that's what we created. 7 years in development to truly transform your skin every single time you put it on.
And by the way, non-comedogenic. You don't have to worry about this clogging pores or anything like that. You know, they work with some of the smartest people in the world when it comes to great skincare and anti-aging. Now, what you're doing is you're getting 2 full ounces in each one of these. So that's 4 ounces of cream. Now, we don't have auto delivery on this, so I would say lock this in, you know, pick up multiple sets. And, you know, stock up on it right now, because one of these, again, at a store with a door, and by the way, this sells at a lot of high beauty retailers around the world, is $59. Well, for about $5 more, we're going to give you 2 of them, a 671-937. Okay, let's talk about this more, right? So, I'm loving the feeling, the texture of this. It makes your skin feel velvety and hydrated instantly.
When you touch this to your skin, it has a very unique texture, just like you were saying, Alberti. It is a very thick, rich, decadent texture. But when you put it on, you'll notice that it almost feels like a creamy gel meets a serum, meets a moisturizer.
Oh, I like that.
So it instantly delivers 48 hours of hydration. You see that instant hydration. But as you work it into the skin, it absorbs instantly, which means that if you're putting this on as your night treatment, you don't have to worry about the niacinamide and the collagen and the peptide proteins and the squalane all ending up on your pillow. It's going to absorb instantly,
into your skin,
which means that by the time you work your way out to the bed, by the time you work your way to laying your head down on your pillow, this has already absorbed all that goodness and went to work to flood your skin with 48 hours of hydration. It's feeding, treating, and nourishing your skin with niacinamide, with collagen. And if you're wondering, what's niacinamide? That's the ingredient that's known to address lines, wrinkles, and texture.
Oh, wow.
Hyaluronic acid, which is why we pumped
the gold standard.
We pumped this with hyaluronic acid, which is known to hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. But not only that, we infused this with squalane. And what squalane does is it helps your skin to retain the moisture. So it's one thing to splash water on your face, but once you pat your face dry, if it gets dry again, it's not being absorbed. It's not going to work. So this is going to create a mechanism so that your skin holds on to the water, so much so that it's clinically proven to increase your skin's barrier function within the first hour.
And that's why you get a result like this immediately in the mirror. Take a look underneath the eyes on the left-hand side. Do you see all the cross-hatching? Do you see how deep set those lines and wrinkles are? Even the crow's feet. Look at how long the crow's feet are on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, significantly diminished or disappeared. Nourished, hydrated. That's what you need this time of year. Now take a look at this next one. Now this is dry skin to dry skin. Right? Before and after 2 weeks of use, continued progress in pores, lines, wrinkles, and overall coloration of the skin too, Desiree.
It really is. And one of the things that you'll notice is that the skin looks bouncier. You can see that that elasticity is being addressed, the brightening effect. Okay, so if your skin has started to look dull or lackluster, or if it looks dehydrated, not only does it feel dry, but it looks dehydrated and dry. This is going to address that.
Look at on the left-hand side. Her skin looks angry.
You almost can see that little line under her eye that looks like a ledge.
Yes.
Okay, and then in the after, everything above it has been smoothed, and that line, it almost looks like, it just looks like somebody put an air pump in there and just smoothed it on over.
So significantly diminished in your lines and your wrinkles. Again, I will say that on the left-hand side, her skin looks really angry. On the right-hand side, it looks so much more soothed and comforted. And that could just be the difference between dry, parched skin and hydrated, healthier skin.
That's the #1 thing you can do for your skin when it comes to aging is your SPF and your moisture. You need moisture.
And one of the things that I'm always impressed by, Desiree, is when a company like IT Cosmetics, right, a world-renowned company like yours that goes, you know, literally works for all skin types in all countries all around the world. When you make a moisturizer like this, and it took you 7 years to create it, and you didn't have to reformulate it, you didn't have to make another one. Confidence in a cream is the one that everybody goes for.
Yes, so for years, I mean, multiple years in a row, this has become the #1 prestige moisturizer in America. This is the moisturizer that no matter where you buy it, women all over the United States are saying this is the moisturizer that not only floods their skin with hydration, but in addition to that, addresses all the top signs of aging. You are getting results that you would expect to see from a serum and a toner and an 8-step process with a really big price tag. This is one step that's your morning and nighttime moisturizer that does it all.
So when you think about it, right, like you can go to a drugstore and you could buy like, you know, some drugstore moisturizer and you'd pay $48, $50 for it. You're getting 2 of them here at $32.50 each, basically, right, when you look at the price. And take a look at Suzanne, look at her skin, how hydrated, how glowing it is. Here's what I will tell you. She has no foundation on. She just has her eyes done, and do you still have a lip product on? Like, and she has a lip product, but her skin, her complexion is hydrated and soothed, and I would say it's makeup optional just from using Confidence in a Cream.
It's true, and it's so easy to use. You're going to use this morning and night on clean, dry, bare skin. If you don't have a makeup routine, start here. If you have a makeup routine you love and you're invested and you are committed, use this as the final step to lock it in.
So one of them would be $59, 2 of them would be $118. You're getting 2 of them in our store for $64.98, but stock up tonight and pick them up because we don't have a lot of those left to go around. 867-1937. Des, thank you so much. Love you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, so listen, we're going to continue with another Sandra favorite.
Alberti, how many weeks in a row have I asked for this blush to be in the show?
Every single week since we started Friday Night Beauty again.